welcome to DCA Adventure. I'm Jay, your host, back again with a cryptocurrency market update. If you guys love our content, please like, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. You do not want to miss when I go live. I'm not your financial advisor. Trading is super risky. I'm sure most of you guys are well aware of that, so don't be betting the house. I am trading over at Bybit, Phemex, Pionex, PancakeSwap, Coinbase Pro, Coinbase One, a little bit of everywhere. Links for that will be in the description, you guys. Use the links when signing up. You will get deposit bonuses, all kinds of good ways to earn free crypto. If you guys are into stocks, go over to Firstrade. Link for this is also in the description, and sign up. 0 deposit and you will get a free stock just for signing up. So super kick-ass if you like stocks. And even if you don't like stocks, go sign up anyways. Get that free stock, trade it for crypto. They do crypto trading over there, and it's 0 trading fees. So super good app. I've been using them for quite a few years now. Really like them. If you guys are interested in any kind of sweet tasting, great tasting coffee, you need to go over to DogeLordCoffee.com and check out all the good stuff he's got going on. We're gonna roll the promo right now. DogeLord Coffee Company. I do believe I'm going to have to go in there and get that DogeLord coffee cup. I've gotten quite the collection going on. Let me jump over to YouTube and see who we got going on in here. What up, Tech Man? What up, Crypto Nico? Gundy, Mikkel, how you guys doing? Appreciate y'all for showing up. If you guys are new to trading, you want some access to some kick-ass tools, or super secret access to the super secret channel in the Discord group, you need to join the DCA Patreon group. Join my tier Trading with View, and by doing so, you're going to get access to all kinds of different trading tools that work on TradingView only, and you're going to see all these here once we get into the charts. And then you're going to get access to some bot channels and access to a private signal channel where I'm posting what I'm trading, when I'm trading, and most importantly, why I'm trading it. So 25 bucks a month, you guys. Can't beat all the stuff that you get. And you do get a special episode one time a month, last Sunday of every month. You guys get a special Patreon exclusive episode just for you guys. What up, nerd? How you doing, brother? So before we jump into the charts real quick, I wanted to go over here to Duquan's legal woes. I don't know if you guys have been following this much with the Luna and all that good stuff going on with the stable coin, but Duquan has a warrant out for his arrest over in Korea. So I just happened to see a couple tweets that he tweeted. Somebody tweeted Duquan and asked him where he was at, and the tweet that he sent back was pretty hilarious, pretty much saying that if you're not gonna meet me in a Web3 game, then you do not need to know where my GPS coordinates are. Lunacy and the new Luna 2 have been pumping like crazy the last couple of weeks. I would say a little bit of the pump would have to do with them putting a warrant out for the arrest of this guy. It does say down in there that how Luna fits into this whole thing is Duquan making all kinds of false statements and promises, and telling people they're going to get a certain amount of interest. Basically a bunch of lies, but that's what they're charging him with, is falsifying certain things. So Maybe they'll get them, maybe they won't. Even if they do get them, I'm not 100% sure that they're really going to be able to do too much to them. I think it'll end up being dropped, but we'll see. What in the heck was that? Alright guys, jumping over to CoinGecko, my super favorite place to look at the overall cryptocurrency market. What is up, that one guy Oz? How you doing, Broham? Are you guys freaking ready for the Bitcoin giveaway? Forgot to even say something about that. Last week I said I'd give away some Bitcoin, so we're gonna give away $20 of Bitcoin. We're gonna give 2 people $10 each. I posted some answers. I sent them over to Mikkel, so I'm gonna ask you guys a question. You'll have to be the first one to post the correct answer in the live chat in order to win. I don't do that stupid bullshit of picking random winners. I like to ask questions, see who's really listening and paying attention, right? Bitcoin, it is up 1.3% for the last week, coming in at $19,124. Ethereum is up 0.6, coming in at $1,334. We got BNB is up 2.5, coming in at $271. Now this is for the week, you guys. XRP is up 7.9%. If you guys watched last week's video, told you all that good news was going on with XRP and their lawsuit with the SEC. Looks like they're going to win that, so it has been pumping. Told you guys it'd probably pump last week when I read that article. And here we are now. It actually went up over 7.9%. It was way above that at one point. Solana, 4.5%, coming in at $32.79. It seems like every time I look at anything with Solana, they're either getting robbed, they're getting hacked, they're shutting down blockchains on accident. Solana, you know, I thought was going to be a good project, but there's way too many bugs with this thing right now, in my opinion. What up, Sarth? Lots of bugs in Solana. Dogecoin, 3.7% for the week, coming in at 6 cents. Polkadot, 1.6, coming in at $6.38. And for the record, guys, I am 100% super bearish at this point in time, short term. Been shorting all these pumps. Not longing nothing, not looking to put anything in the investment bags. Simply shorting the shit out of everything. The only thing that I'm dumping in my bags right now is Bitcoin. I am kind of dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, so you kind of always want to do that, right? Matic, it is up 1% even, coming in at 0.74. Not bad, 74 cents on Matic. It's got to get above that dollar. Seems like that dollar is a pretty good resistance area. Tron is down 0.7%, coming in at 5 cents. Avalanche, 3.8%, coming in at $17. We got Uniswap really making moves at 20.2%. Does anybody know why Uniswap is moving? What's the news? Same with Chainlink. It is up 20.5%, coming in at $8.30. So wow, we got some greens for the week, and we got a lot of red here in the short term. The 24 down to the hourly. Quant up 39.3%, coming in at $138. So we got quite the mixture. XCN, this is, I wonder if that's Chronicle. But let's just jump right on over into the charts. Now this is the Bitcoin daily chart. If you guys watched any of my videos, you know that we have been trying to get back up above these moving averages. We was looking pretty bullish back here, and then we totally crapped the bed. And so far we've been trading under this 21-day moving average, and it is acting as resistance. We know that when price action is under these moving averages, they are acting as resistance, and vice versa. When price action is trading above these moving averages, they are acting as support. So right now we do got quite the floor of resistance starting right around the 19,600-ish, topping out at 20,800, and that's putting you right at that 50-day moving average. So in order for Bitcoin to keep to get out of this area, because we're down here at this real bad spot. Like, we've been at this do or die on Bitcoin for, I mean, hell, it's been months now. months we've been consolidating and trading sideways right here. So it's gonna make its move. It's poised for a break to the upside or a break to the downside. Which way is it gonna go? We don't know, but we're gonna look and see how many bullish things we can see, how many bearish things we can see. And in my opinion, I think that will probably break down. You know, we could probably get a pump back up here to this 20,700, 20,800, and then rejecting there and heading on down even farther. But if we wanted to be bullish and we wanted to look at a bullish scenario, the first thing that Bitcoin has to do is it's got to get above the price of 19,800, and it needs to close above that price consecutively for 3 to 5 days, even a good weekly Sunday candle closing to make it so it's going to the next level, the next area of resistance. Again, we are not in bull run territory, guys. We're not looking at any $100,000 moves on Bitcoin right at this moment. But if you know where the significant areas are and where we should be paying attention, that's where you should be buying and selling and taking your profits. Especially if leverage trading. I've been doing a lot of leverage trading here recently. Like I said, guys, bear market's the best time to trade, in my opinion. It's super easy to just only hunt the shorts and let that asset go up all by itself and make you money, and then you force it to make money on the way down. So if we could get back up above 19,800, we can close consecutively, we can make support, we can validate and respect it. Then the next area we're going to have to fight for starts at that 50-day, 20,700 up to right around the 22,800. So we need to get above the 21-day, close above this, then get up above that 50-day, close above that, before we even think about taking a chance at that 200-day moving average right around that 28,200. And notice where that moving average is lining up. It is lining up pretty perfect with this area of resistance right here. DogeLord, what up, brother? Hey, I got some stuff to send you. What we have been talking about in private chat. I got some interesting stuff I want you to read about what we have been talking about. I think you'll find it pretty interesting. I haven't pulled the trigger yet on anything. I'm waiting for you to read what I'm going to send you and then see what your thoughts are. But I just found it pretty interesting. We jump over here onto the weekly chart. You guys see that we had the bearish crossover. 21 crossed over that 200-week moving average, which is super, super bearish. Bitcoin breaks down below 18,680 and it closes below there, just like last week's video, guys. There's nothing from that area. Let me get my box. There's nothing from the area we're at now until we come all the way down to this next little blip right here. Just like before, how this little blip, we talked about falling down and this little blip catching us, like it did there, like it did there. This little blip right here is probably what's going to catch us when we break this area of support. And when we break this area of support, be watching for that plummet down there to 11,000, 12,000. I know you guys are like, Jay, you're fucking crazy. There ain't no way it's going down that low. You guys said the same thing when I said we were going to fall down to here. So, or here, I'm sorry, wrong spot. This was the spot, this little blip. Not this one, but this little blip here. And that's where we're at right now. This is where we stopped. We kind of consolidated. We're going sideways for a little bit. But I feel it in my gut, you guys, that we're probably going to fall down to the bottom of this box. And the bottom of this box, this is a pretty significant area of support. You can see that we got some touches in here, we got some touches in here, and we got quite a few touches over here. So all kinds of people buying and selling right here in this area. So if we break down, be looking for this, you know, 12 to 11, and it could even work down to like 10 grand, right? God, that would be nice. But looking out on a weekly chart, you know, even a move down to that 6,900 is, you know, that's totally possible. That is totally doable in the charts. And that's right, Ralph Cooper. Bitcoin going to 9K, and there ain't not a single doubt in my mind why it couldn't go to 9K. But we do have a ton of people, man, a ton of people across the board calling for this area. So the odds of it actually going there, you know, you got that fruition, you know, and fruition could play out where you got a million people looking at the same thing, so then it plays out, right? Or it does the complete opposite and everybody gets wrecked. Need spread on Sol for weekly. Absolutely, Mikkel. We will definitely take a look at Sol for you, brother. So the bearish cross on the 21 to 200 on Bitcoin, not very good, and that is acting as resistance again on the weekly. That'd be right around the 22,900, 23,000 area of resistance as far as the moving averages go. If we had enough volume and enough momentum, it would not take much to get us back up into the $30,000 to $31,000 range on a weekly chart. You guys can see over here that at this blip, there's nothing in between the blip, and until we get to this large area of resistance, starting right around 30,000, 29,000. What up, Golden Wolf? 3K, then 200K next bull run. I hope so, man. I hope so. I posted a chart over in the Discord of the S&P 500 and all the market overview of the entire history in the consolidation phases, and how when we get massive growth and we get, you know, it explodes. And we can look at this a lot better if I go to a monthly. So I'm just going to use Bitcoin as the example here because I don't want to go over to Discord right now and dox my answers. Wait, I might be able to do it here. Boom. Okay, here, let me see. 1 second, guys. I'm going to pull this chart up. Oh, nope, I can't. Won't let me. Basically what it shows is when you have exponential growth, at least the Dow Jones Industrial Average is the chart that I posted. It has the S&P and all kinds of shit all gathered together. But when you get explosive growth, the Dow Jones consolidated for tons of time. One time it consolidated for 25 years. The next time it was in recovery for 6 years. The next time after that it was in recovery for 8 years. Or no, recovery 16 years, and the next time was 6 years. And it literally went straight up like this, and then we, boom, consolidated and went in a bear market for years and years and years before we had the next exponential growth and a next moonshot of where we had 4 to 5 years of pretty much straight up movement. If you guys are interested in the chart, go into the Discord, join the Discord, and go into the Trading with the View. You'll see the chart that I'm talking about. If Bitcoin was to correlate with how this chart works, the Dow Jones Industrial Age, not saying it is, but I'm saying it's possible at some point that it would correlate. Hopefully it doesn't take 16 years to rebound like the Dow Jones. Because if that was the case, then we're going to be in a really long bear market, and probably $3,000 would definitely be hit. Cat calls driving by the ladies in the yoga pants. I understand it. If you gotta use logic to win, I am screwed. Oh shit, Tech Man, you're a pretty smart feller. I'm sure you're gonna pull out a win, right? So be watching Bitcoin just like last week's video. We are at do and die. We look at the oscillator. The oscillator is getting down here to the oversold. It's starting to fall. We're not quite there. When it gets to the oversold, it will show you. The oversold lines are here. You're dotted and you're solid. So once we start to cross this line with the momentum, it will print dots like it has here and here and here and here. It'll print big ones saying, hey, we are way oversold. Get ready for a correction. Then you're just going to watch your momentum and trade with your momentum waves. What up, Kyle Rosa? Fingers crossed. So this could be good or bad depending on how you're looking at it, you guys. We all know that if Bitcoin plummets and it goes down to, you know, 10 to 12,000, what's that going to do to the altcoins? It's really going to make them lose. So you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, if you try to take the safe route and you sell out everything, you sit into USD, everything's going to fucking pump, right? Everything will pump and you'll miss your opportunity. But if you hold on to it and Bitcoin does break this area of support and it does fall down to that $9,000-$10,000 area, you just lost a shit ton of money holding on to the altcoins and everything else. What up, Jacob Anthony? Appreciate you for stopping in. Nice to see you. So just be ready for Bitcoin to do some weird stuff. You know, we might get that pump back up there to, you know, 25, 30,000, and it'll probably reject. If you're looking at a monthly chart, that 50, let me scroll this down, I can't barely see. That 50-month moving average is acting as resistance at $22,300. And then the 21-month all the way up here is right at 40,500. And looking at a monthly, it's possible that we get a pop back up to there. But do you guys see how we reject off of the moving averages? This is why I trade these. So when we come down and we make this pattern, we know this is a bearish pattern. It's almost a bear flag. Not quite, but almost there. We know that when we test the moving average, especially on a monthly, we are going to take the short leverage position. We know that it's acting as resistance. And this would have been a good play. You'd have went short right around 21,900, and you'd be down here at current price at 18,800. So, I mean, you'd be kicking ass right now on a short call. You can long up to the moving average and take your profit at the moving average, but it's a lot riskier doing that in a bear market. When we know we are in a bear market, it's way easier to bet on it going down. And then vice versa. When we're in a bull market, you will no longer hear me talking about shorting anything. Now we're looking to long. Now we're looking to put the long leverage positions in. We're going to jump over to Ethereum. Go to the daily. Ethereum hasn't been acting as bad as I would have thought, right? Still following this nice trend right here. Trend is your friend until it ends, right? And we know that every time we test the trend line, what happens, you guys? It's getting weaker and weaker, right? We're pulling buyers out every time we test support. Pulling buyers out, pulling buyers out. Eventually, there's going to be no more buyers. Support rips. The floor falls out. And how you want to trade this, now this is making a bear flag. Ethereum is on the daily. Bear flag pattern. You got your flagpole. Boom. And then you got your, and you want to make sure that these are parallel lines. To be a true bear flag, the line's got to be parallel. Now, don't mind that I didn't get them exactly on there, but it's going to look something like this. And these normally break down, you guys. So even a pop up there to that 21-day moving average right around that $1,459, and then a rejection there is possible, or it could break down from right where it is. Now looking at this trend line, if you guys draw this trend line on your daily chart, if we fall below the trend line and we break below this trend line, wait for your confirmation. What do I mean by confirmation? We wait for one daily candle to close. We're on the daily time frame. How the hell, Jay, do we know when the daily candle closes? How do we know? Easiest way ever. Go down here to your bottom right-hand corner on your chart, little cogwheel. You're going to click on that. You're going to check mark, count down to bar close. Now, when you have this check mark, you go back to your chart, and then right here is telling you on the very right-hand side, we got 22 hours, 33 minutes left in the daily candle. Now, this will show you for when you flip to the weekly, We have 4 days, 23 hours left. So it's very important that you guys are watching the times and when the weekly, the daily, and the monthly candle closes. Obviously, the weekly candle closes on Sunday night. So if a weekly candle closes below the trend and we break, that's your confirmation. Take this short or sell your Ethereum. And in my honest opinion, I'm not buying any Ethereum for a minute. Because if we do break this trend and we close below it, $1,000, right around $1,000 even, is the next small little blip that might catch us. But if that doesn't catch us, we're going to go all the way down to the 600s. Nerd says golden is 100%, 3K, then to 200K. So, alright, for the first $10 Bitcoin giveaway, my first question to you guys is, now let me go back over to Discord and go to where I posted this. Okay, there is a cross-chain messaging protocol called Nomad, which allows users to send and receive tokens between different blockchains. This was drained of at least how much USD after experiencing a security exploit that allowed bad actors to spoof messages. There is a total amount of USD that was stolen. Somebody give me the correct answer and you will get $10 of Bitcoin. Again, that was a cross-chain messaging protocol named Nomad, which allows users to send and receive tokens between different blockchains. Was drained of at least after experiencing a security exploit that allowed bad actors to spoof messages. So, tell me how much USD they lost at the beginning, and you will win $10 of Bitcoin. Sarth says 200 million. Techman with 190 million. Close, guys, close. Not quite, but both of you are pretty close. Both of you guys are very close. We're going to jump over here and look at Gods Unchained. This was, we charted this way back on a Friday night live stream where I came on. Crypto Nico says 10 million. Nope, you're cold. You're cold. But we drew this breakout trade in the Friday night live stream. I was telling Oz to trade this and said I should go trade it too, and I never did. But as you can see, that when done right, this is a beautiful breakout trade. You break the top of the pattern, you take your buy, you put your stop loss back inside, boom, you killed it, right? We bought at 31 cents. Obviously, you wouldn't have known to sold at 59, but a good indication. Looking left on that chart, you see that we had tons of rejections over in that price area. So it would have been a good time to probably think about it. And then the next week, we drew again another bear flag or bull flag, because that's exactly what this pattern drew in, was a nice bull flag. You got your nice little pattern right here. This is your flag, your bull or your flag pull, and then you got your bottom of support. So this is pretty nice, picture perfect flag. Again, what happened? We broke the top of the flag. What do? You buy that breakout, you put your stop loss back in the middle, and boom, this thing went up pretty nice again. Where are you taking profit? Look left on that chart again, almost in the same damn place as you did over here. So just to show you guys how well pattern trading works out, right? I see 190 million, 10 million, 190.7 from Jacob Anthony, 191, 187. Guys are so close. So close. 220, Crypto Nico. Nope, you're a little too much there. Little too much. And to help you out with the next question is going to be based off the same Nomad messaging protocol. But something happened where they got monies drained from them, and then Solana, something on the Solana blockchain accidentally shut itself off. So weird stuff going on. Weird stuff. 190.3 lower. It's lower. 210 lower. Lower than 190. This is at the very beginning, though. The very beginning. Because there's a couple different ways to read it. Actually, you guys, you're answering the second question. All right, you guys are telling me the total value that was locked, right? 190 million in total value was locked just before the exploit began. But what was actually drained of USD was a different number. Was a different number. 165, Sarth. You're freaking close, dude. You're so close. You're hot. Crypto paper route. I have 20 of those coins from playing it. Really? Sarth, you got her, buddy. You got her. $150 million. $150 million was drained. I'll read it to you. Cross-chain messaging protocol Nomad, which allows users to send and receive tokens between different blockchains, was drained of at least $150 million after experiencing a security exploit that allows bad actors to spoof messages. And then my second question was going to be, the project had how much in total value locked just before the exploit began, and that's where the 190 would have came into play there. So we'll pick a different question, and we'll do it at the end of the video. We'll pick a different question, and it'll be traded related since I don't have time to look up a good one. You guys that watch my videos, Oz, you're not allowed to play this one. You guys that watch my videos, you should be able to hit this answer pretty quickly. But Sarth, send me your Bitcoin address, buddy, and I will send that over to you. I've never even heard of Nomad crypto paper route until today when I was reading the news. Oz, I hold some gods. Yeah, it's been doing pretty good. Hopefully right now it's going to make this area that we were just talking about, hopefully this will be support. It will make this support, respect, validate here, and then continue on up. It seems like this area is getting pretty tough for it, but as we keep testing it, it's going to get weaker and weaker. Eventually it's going to break up through there. Damn, I wish I could give all you guys $10 in Bitcoin, because the 190 was a right answer technically, but not to the right part of the question. You know what I mean? But yes, congratulations, Sarth. He got her. Let's look at Solana. I know Mikkel was wanting to take a look at Solana. See how much info Binance has. We circled this for some reason, one way or another, last time we charted it. And a lot of these altcoins, you guys are going to see, they're the exact same chart pattern. So we are following a nice trend here on Solana. Obviously, we don't want to break down below the area of $30, $31 and close below $30. That wouldn't be good. That'd be pretty bearish. Only thing that's kind of good right now on Solana is we do have the 21 and 50-day moving averages starting to converge, and looks like that 21 wants to get back up there above that 50, which would be a bullish move. but we got all kinds of resistance, heavy resistance at the $35 mark, all the way up to the $40 mark. So even a good pop up to that 50-day, I'm shorting right there, and perfect plays. You probably would have got hit on a stop loss on this one, but if you would have shorted yesterday at the 50-day, that'd have been a hell of a trade right there. And I always enter on the moving average just a shade above the moving average because of them wicks. You see these wicks, they pop just above that moving average just a little bit, and a lot of that is the 100 million other traders like me who are trading the same moving average or doing the exact same shit that I taught in the beginning, where you short the moving average at the moving average, and then you put your stop loss negative 10 to 20% above the moving average. That negative 10 to 20% is putting you right up where that wick is. So what's going on is that exchange sees all those stop losses up there, so they will drive the price to hit your stop loss, and then the trade ends up going in the direction that you originally picked in the first place, and it's enough to make you want to punch your fucking computer and throw shit. But if you're using leverage right, and you get into the Patreon group, I can show you how to place these stop losses where you don't have to worry about getting knocked out so many times. But that is pretty heavy resistance between that 30 and 35. If we go out to the weekly, it's making another bear flag. This is a bear flag formation. Pop up to that 21-week moving average at the 38. It's possible, but I think a very heavy rejection would happen there. I think I just dropped 5 pounds of poop coins. I've been messing around with NFTs a lot here lately. I've been doing a lot of free ETH mints, which obviously they're not free. You do got to pay a gas fee, but I've ended up with some pretty cool NFTs. I got a Bored Ape something or other. It's pretty badass. The floor price is already shooting up on it, so hopefully I can sell it here soon and make a nice little chunk of money. Humongous head and shoulders pattern on Sol on the weekly. These are usually bearish, you guys, but watch, because Bitcoin on a head and shoulders, I'd say 75% of the time doesn't do what a head and shoulders is supposed to do. It ends up pumping. So just be wary of this. Watch it. If Solana breaks, like I said, breaks under 30 and closes, next blip, probably at that 17 to 12. And if 17 or 12 doesn't hold, it's going all the way back down to $4. If Sol goes back down to $4, I would definitely buy some. If Bitcoin falls down to 12 to 9,000, Sol will definitely be back down to $4. There is a couple options, 3 commas, if you hook all of wherever you're trading through API to 3 commas, they have an oh shit button. It's literally called the oh shit button. And you hit that button, it sells everything across every single portfolio that you have linked through API. It will get rid of everything and put it into USD for you. I have quite a few things. My bigger accounts are hooked up that way. So that way I can just get in there and do it, because if I had to do this manually, it'd never happen. I have way too much shit to sign into, and it would not work trying to do it in a panic, you know what I mean? Another nice example of a bull flag. Boom, boom, boom. Nice example of a bear flag. Nice parallel lines. The lines got to be nice and parallel. And then boom, dropped again. And now it's doing the same thing, just in a smaller version. That's why I think it's possible that we'll get a pop up to 37, then down. Momentum and the oscillator showing that it is, it's about 3/4 of the way down. So definitely has room to move down to get into that oversold area. Most assets across the board, you guys, are going to be playing this exact same pattern right now. And we've been playing these bear patterns. We've been doing them over and over and over and over again. So you guys know what to do. You know what to watch for when it's time to be looking bullish, right? We're watching these moving averages and we're watching patterns. We get the moving averages set up bullish on the daily and weekly, and then we'll start seeing the bull flags over and over and over again. And you can almost say down here on the oscillator that we have an inverse head and shoulders, which is super bullish. Whoops. So keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. Bitcoin, Ethereum, TRX. Let's look at Flux. I know a lot of people are mining Flux. I'm currently mining Flux. I'm making a whole whopping 0.1 a day or some shit like that. Not very profitable or good at all. But we're going to mine it anyway, right? Another example of a nice big bear flag. I mean, they're all over the freaking place. But you can see that Flux got a golden cross on the daily, which is very, very, very bullish. Technically right now on the daily chart, Flux is in a bull run. Technically. This is how we want to see moving averages set up on Ethereum and Bitcoin. We want the purple 21 on top, we want the 50 blue in the middle, and we want the 200 red on the bottom. When this is set up like this is when I'm no longer shorting. We are buying and we are longing. But it's a weird circumstance with Flux, and this is all because of the Ethereum merge. People was getting excited thinking that Flux was going to do some big shit once this merge happened, just like I thought Ethereum Classic would probably pump and do some crazy moves, which still could happen. But that was the reason why we got this golden cross. This golden cross was like right around the merge area. What day was the merge exactly, Techman? Oz, any of you guys know exactly what day it was? Oh, that wasn't good. Oh. Flux is probably going to go back up to that 94 cent, maybe $1, and then it's probably going to reject there, especially with this 21 moving average. It's getting ready to come down there and do a bearish cross. What happens on the bearish crosses, you guys? We're pumping. We're pumping before we're dumping. Just like on the bullish crosses, we normally dump before we pump. So hopefully we can at least get another retest of the 200 around 94 cents. If we can get back up above the 200 and close, our shot to get back up above $1 is pretty good. Not much resistance in that dollar area until we get back up into the 120, 125. So if we can get above $1, we can close consecutively for a few days, build that floor of support, we respect it, we validate it. We're going to take that shot at that 125, 126 area. We're probably going to reject there a few times on Flux. And then hopefully that support we built at the dollar will hold us up. So we'll bounce in between $1.25 and $1, bounce around, consolidate, gear up, and try to take on a breakthrough that 125 area. The 13th or 15th. Okay, so it had its golden cross on the 20th. So it was about a week after the merge. Flux got its golden cross. Just because the moving averages are pointed down like this and it is looking quite bearish does not mean that we won't pump up there to the dollar or above. So we're real close to the oversold area on the oscillator. We're like right there, about to kiss the line. How's everything going with like erg mining and stuff? You guys mining erg or doing anything like that? Ergo? It also had its golden cross on the 11th. And it's same exact thing that Flux is doing with the moving averages. That 21 curling right back down to do the bearish crossover. And then if that 50 starts curling down and we do a death cross, not good. Ergo has quite a bit different scenario though when it comes to resistance. We got quite a few layers. The biggest one being right around $2.90. The start of $2.90. Up to right around 342. See these perfect bear flag or bull flags? I mean, these are perfect, picture perfect. That's awesome, Crypto Crag. I have about 1.8 gigahash on with Ergo to help them with the mess. Thanks, Crypto Nico. This is the 15th. Yeah, it's been really hard restraining myself from buying new cards, right? Because I've seen so many for cheap. I actually bought a 3070 Ti for $200 the other day. Was super pumped about it. Money came out of my bank and everything. I was like, yes, I did good. And then yesterday I got an email that my order was canceled. Made me sick. I was super happy. Like, I'm going to put the 3070 in my main computer. Then I'm going to build my kids a computer and put a 3060 in it and let them play games on that. But Ergo is dead until they fix their block timing and difficulty. Right? Yeah, it's you know, it might be worth just, I know a lot of big time people, you know, they just shut down, like Panda, Red Panda, he shut down and is going to wait it out and see if things stabilize a little bit better. And I may end up doing something like that too. Now, I'm just small. I'm super small. You know, I'm running 8 cards. I'm not, nothing compared to you guys in the chat. But it's a good start, right? And if I was going to buy cards, I should start thinking about it. Start adding. I've seen all kinds of 1070 Ti's for like $100. Quite a few 1080s for like 125 to 150 bucks with the water blocks on them. So, I mean, they're out there, good deals everywhere, and it's so hard to not buy, you know, after what we just went through with the graphics cards being, you know, the prices, and it's like, holy shit. It is really hard, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I keep thinking maybe I should just start a Flux node, because I think that would be pretty profitable in the long term. And it's only 1,000 Flux, and Flux is at a discounted price right now. So I mean, if you could get your node in, you know, at 80 some cents versus $1, that's pretty good, right? Do any of you guys run Flux nodes? And if you do, are they profitable? Like, are you? Is it worth locking your Flux up for that? And for the last question for the other $10 Bitcoin giveaway, question is, you guys, on a breakout trade, where do we place our stop loss? Stop loss is placed in the same spot whether you trade the breakout to the upside or the downside. We always put that stop loss in the same spot on a breakout trade. And breakout trade, I mean like this. I teach breakout trades to beginners, and even some of the most seasoned traders trade nothing but breakout trades. These are some of the most low risk, easy spotting trades that you guys can do. And if done right, and if any of you guys here don't know what I'm talking about, you can look at any of my previous videos. I always talk about these every video, and I, for the most part, give a rundown on what you should do and when you should trade it. So this is the best way to trade right here. Doing breakout trades, learning candles, and then having a decent tool that you can somewhat rely on. You don't ever rely on tools and oscillators 100% ever. I don't give a shit who coded it. You don't ever. You wait for confirmation in your candles. Mikkel, that was 100% Chinese to me. 100%, but I run on Nimbus. So I take it that's a different chain then. Just below the resistance level, Crypto Nico says. So let's say, let me see here. I don't know why the candles go away when I do that. They won't stay. So if we break out of the pattern and you take your buy right here because you broke the top side, where are we putting that stop loss at? Just below the resistance level. I mean, Crypto Nico's pretty damn close with what he's saying. So if it's 100% like I should do it, then I'm definitely gonna look more into it, and I think I'm gonna just pull the trigger and do it. Now, is your flux locked? Like, if you put it into a node and then you decide you don't want to run the node, can you shut it down and get your monies back or your flux back, or do you have to lock it for a certain period of time? Gotcha. Thanks, Tech Man. All right, guys. Only one person answered the question, and he was pretty damn close. I might have to give it to him. Crypto Nico, send me your Bitcoin address in the Discord, please. I am variant8. Send me a message. He pretty much got it. So if you broke the top side of the pattern and you take a buy, you put your stop loss pretty much back in the middle. He said below the resistance line, which would be this here, which is pretty much the middle of the pattern. So you got that one, Crypto Nico. I was totally expecting Oz to spit out the answer, but he wasn't allowed to play. What up, John Germain? As soon as the stream is over, Sarth and Crypto Nico, I will send you guys out your Bitcoin. Hopefully we can make this a weekly thing. You know, maybe I'll give $10 a week or something. And you guys don't have to take Bitcoin either if you want something else. Pretty much anything, really, I can get to you guys. So if you don't want, just let me know in the Discord whatever you want. If you want Bitcoin, cool. If you want Ethereum or you want Litecoin or whatever, you know what I mean. Depending on what you pick, you know what I mean, because I put $10 in and then you end up paying the transaction. So I always go for Litecoin or something crazy. No problem, Crypto Nico. Thank you for paying attention and being a part of the community. We appreciate you. And you guys are the reasons why we do this. I still don't understand how we're not like blowed up and got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and from a lot of the people that we associate with that are up there in the, you know, have hundreds of thousands of subscribers and get tens of thousands of views within the first hour of their videos, you know what I mean? I just don't get it. And we're posting great content, in my opinion. Everything that we ever do is teaching you guys something. But alright guys, we are about to end the stream. If you guys at any time are looking at an asset, you're not quite sure what to do, you don't know whether you should buy or sell, hit me up in the Discord, draw on the chart, show me what you think it's going to do, and then I will tell you what I think it's going to do, and we'll kind of come up with a game plan, and we'll help each other out. And it's a good exercise to do that anyway on any asset that you're looking at. The more you learn how to read charts, the more this stuff will make sense to you. I know a lot of people that say, oh, everything moves off of news and blah, 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 blah. To be 100% honest with you guys, I hardly ever look at the damn news, and I 100% never, ever include it into my trading, at least with crypto. Stock market is a different story. With crypto, we're going off the facts in the chart, and the facts in the chart do not lie. They haven't lied to me yet. So get in there, guys. Learn how to read them candles. That's the biggest thing. Candles, trend lines, support, resistance. Major. And then once you got that stuff down pat, then you learn your patterns. Then you learn how to use the oscillators and the tools. Then you build a trading plan. Then you build a set of rules, and you abide by that plan and by those rules at all times. If something isn't in your plan or doesn't go according to your plan, then you sit on your hands and you do not take that trade. If you can get into that and you can discipline yourself to abide by your own rules, you will make it. And that's the biggest thing with trading and people just starting out in trading. You do not have a boss in trading. There is nobody there to reprimand you when you put a shitty trade down and you lose money. The only consequence that you have is you lost your money, right? So if you treat trading like a business and you really try to sit down and learn it, it does not have to be hard. You can do simple little breakouts, knowing stupid stuff like bull patterns, bull flags, like this here. This was a picture perfect, easy trade. This was an easy win. Almost 100% of these break to the upside when they play out perfectly like that. It's almost like an ascending triangle on a bull flag or on a flagpole. But hit me up in the Discord, you guys. Definitely join the Patreon group if you're interested in getting any of these cool tools that I showed you guys today. And if you're new here, join the DCA Discord. Link is in the description. Go sign up over at TradingView. Use the free subscription. You don't need a paid one. Then come back to Discord. Hit me up. Tell me that you use the TradingView link in the description on the video, and I will send you some free DCA trading tools. And I'll even help you learn how to use them. 100% for free, just to get you going. But with that being said, y'all, I hope you have a good night, a good rest of the week. Keep stacking them sats. Remember, be watching Bitcoin. Cannot go below the area where you're at now, 28,000. Cannot close below there on a weekly, or it's going to be doom and gloom. But hopefully I'll see you guys Friday night. And Crypto Nico and Sarth, I will send that Bitcoin out to you here in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. All right, y'all, you have a good night.